Most people think they know R&B, but they've never heard the groups that kept the genre alive in the shadows. Bands with hits, harmonies, and heartbreak that got lost in the algorithm. Today, I'm bringing you 10 R&B lost soul bands you need to hear again. And I'm not guessing. We're talking real records, real years, real hits, fact-checked with the songs you should play first. Picture late-night radio, bedroom speakers, slow dancing in the living room, and that warm vinyl crackle when a hook didn't need a trend to hit your chest. Because when these bands disappear, we lose a whole chapter of R&B. The voices that inspire today's sound, the grooves that built the blueprint, and the songs that still sound brand new. So stay with me. By the end, you'll have 10 names to add to your playlist. A few "How Did I Miss This?" classics. And I want you to tell me which band you're running back first. Number 10, Black Ivory, Don't Turn Around. This one feels like soft lights in a quiet room, smooth harmony, grown man emotion, no rushing. It's the kind of record that makes you sit still and listen like you're reading a letter you weren't ready for. Back in the early 70s, Black Ivory's debut era landed on Today Perception, and their Don't Turn Around run put them on the R&B map. Sweet soul with real chart presence. Fun fact, their debut album Don't Turn Around was produced, arranged by Patrick Adams, a major name in that era's soul to disco pipeline. They're underrated because a lot of people only remember the loudest 70s acts. But Black Ivory lived in that quiet storm before quiet storm lane, and radio moved on too fast. Real R&B heads keep this one like a secret handshake. And the next band, their biggest hit is basically a life lesson in 3 minutes. All right, quick pause in the countdown because I need to say this from the heart. If these R&B picks are hitting you, if they're bringing back memories, late night vibes, old playlists, and that feeling you can't explain, then please subscribe to Sexual 69 right now. Not just for you, but because it genuinely helps this channel survive and grow. Every subscribe is like you telling YouTube, yes, this music matters. Keep this kind of content alive. It pushes these forgotten songs back into the light, helps more real R&B lovers find the channel, and lets me keep making deeper, better countdowns for you. So if you want more lists like this, hit subscribe, tap the bell, and drop a comment with the one R&B song that raised you. Let's bring these classics back together.
This. Everybody plays the fool.
Number 9, the main ingredient. Everybody Plays the Fool. This is pure 2 a.m. heartbreak. When the DJ sounds like he knows your situation and the hook hits you right in the chest. It's smooth, but it stings.
Sometimes there's no exception to.
Fact check. Everybody Plays the Fool was released June 1972 on RCA, produced by Luther Simmons and Tony Sylvester, and it peaked at number 3 on the Billboard Hot 100.
Listen, baby, it may be factual.
Fun fact, it's one of those records that crossed over heavy, but still feels like it belongs to the soul world first. Like it never had to try to be pop.
Baby crew, I ain't lying.
They're underrated now because one monster record can become a blessing and a curse. People treat the group like a one-song story when their catalog is deeper than that.
Everybody plays a fool.
This is deep cut gold. Keep listening because the next group had one of the cleanest late 70s grooves ever recorded. Number 8, Switch, There'll Never Be. This is the kind of slow jam you hear at a grown folks party. Somebody steps close, the room gets quiet, and the bass line does the talking. Satin smooth vocals, warm keys, and that don't let her go energy. Fact check, There'll Never Be gave Switch a major moment, peaking number 6 on the US R&B chart and number 36 on the Billboard Hot 100 from their 1978 debut album on Gordy, Motown. Fun fact, the track is credited to Bobby DeBarge as songwriter on the album's track listing. Yeah, that DeBarge family tree runs deep.
Since we are lying here.
They're underrated because history sometimes files them under funk band, but Switch had real R&B slow jam DNA, and a lot of people only discover them when later artists cover them.
For the first time, you and
Real heads keep this one like a secret key. Next up is an 80s group that mastered that clean, classy, late night sound. Number 7, The Controllers. Stay. This feels like Candlelight and Commitment, an 80s slow jam where the singer isn't begging, he's pleading with pride. It's warm, steady, and heartbreak proof. Fact check, The Controllers are an R&B vocal group originally from Birmingham, Alabama, and their 1986 era included the album Stay on MCA. Fun fact, that Stay album produced R&B charting singles, including the title track Stay. They're underrated because they lived in that quiet storm, adult soul lane. Radio formats changed, and groups like this didn't always get reintroduced to the streaming generation the way they should. This is deep cut gold. And the next band, they proved UK soul could run the US charts.
so long for you to come to me.
Number 6, Loose Ends. Hanging on a string, contemplating. This is sleek 80s soul, like city lights through a rainy window, driving slow with your thoughts louder than the engine. The groove is clean, but the feeling is heavy.
What did I do wrong?
Fact check. Hanging on a String, Contemplating was released in 1985 and it hit number 1 on the US Billboard R&B chart, also reaching the Hot 100.
It's all a mystery to me.
Fun fact, the song credits include the trio's writers, Carl McIntosh, Jane Eugene, Steve Nickel, and producer Nick Martinelli. That's why it sounds so polished.
Baby, I feel it too.
They're underrated because a lot of people still treat British soul like a side story, when Loose Ends literally kicked the door open in America.
What am I supposed to do?
Real R&B heads keep this one like a secret handshake. Keep listening because the next group is pure post-disco boogie perfection.
Why don't you make up your mind?
Number 5, Aura. Make Up Your Mind. This one feels like the roller rink, the cookout, and the house party all at once. Bright groove, clean bass, and hooks that don't wear out. It's happy and bittersweet at the same time.
Stop wasting all my time.
Fact check. Make Up Your Mind became Aura's biggest hit under the Aura name, peaking number 6 on the Billboard R&B chart with a pop crossover.
You make up your mind. Stop wasting on.
Fun fact, Aura started as a spinoff linked to the Dayton funk scene, same universe that produced so many groove machines. They're underrated because Boogie got treated like a phase, but Boogie is a whole language and Aura spoke it fluently.
What am I to do? I can tell that's some control when I look at.
This is deep cut gold. Now we're getting close because the next entry has the story behind the scenes that changed everything.
Love is beautiful, but it's not enough.
Number 4, The Deal. 2 Occasions. This is that slow jam that makes you think about 2 different versions of your life, the one you chose and the one you still wonder about. Smooth, dramatic, and unforgettable.
Satisfying emotions that are shared between us.
Fact check, 2 Occasions became The Deal's signature, peaking number 10 on the Billboard Hot 100 and charting strongly on R&B. Fact check, The Deal's early lineup included Babyface and L.A. Reid.
It just intensifies my wants to have a love that.
Fun fact, when you hear that songwriting and polish, you're basically hearing the early blueprint of what Babyface and L.A. Reid would later bring to the whole genre. Controversy, shot, big moment, payoff. Remember, I told you one band on this list has a behind-the-scenes twist? This is it. Some people say The Deal didn't get remembered as much because the spotlight shifted fast. Once Babyface and L.A. Reid's careers started exploding beyond the group, the story of The Deal became the origin chapter, not the main book. In interviews and retrospectives, you'll see different versions of how the group's direction changed and why it didn't continue at the same level.
Every time I close my eyes, I think of you.
And that's why this isn't just a song, it's history. It's what happens when a group creates something timeless, then the industry moves the cameras somewhere else.
It don't matter what the season is, I still love you.
They're underrated because people play 2 occasions like a single moment instead of opening the door to the whole Deal era.
With all my heart, and I wanna be with you.
Real heads keep this one like a secret key. In the next entry, it went straight to number 1 and still sounds like the future.
Pay attention.
Number 3, The System. Don't Disturb This Groove. This is after-hours perfection. Synths, soul, and a hook that feels like neon lights in slow motion.
Are you listening? You're my favorite girl.
It's the song you play when you want peace, and you don't want anyone messing it up.
Excuse me for the moment. I'm in another world.
Fact check. Don't Disturb This Groove was released in 1987 and hit number 1 on the US Billboard R&B chart, also peaking number 4 on the Hot 100.
On a mountain, by a fountain, flowers blooming. Yeah.
Fun fact, the duo wrote it themselves, David Frank and Mike Murphy, and produced it as The System. Tight control, tight sound.
Everywhere with Venus and with Cupid.
They're underrated because people sometimes file them under 80s synth, but this is R&B at heart. Melody, emotion, and groove discipline. This is deep cut gold.
Pictures very clear. Hang the sign.
Next up is Philly Soul Royalty. Pure harmony, pure class.
You gonna make me love somebody else.
Number 2, The Jones Girls. You Gonna Make Me Love Somebody Else. This feels like Philly soul dressed in silk, rich harmonies, classy production, and that bittersweet tension where love is slipping and you can't stop it.
If you keep on treating me the way you do.
Fact check. Their 1979 debut album on Philadelphia International was recorded at Sigma Sound, and it included You Gonna Make Me Love Somebody Else, which charted strongly on the soul chart and also crossed to the Billboard Hot 100.
You gonna make me love somebody else.
Fun fact, that album had heavyweight production credits tied to the Philly sound. One reason it still feels expensive today.
Keep on treating me the way you do.
They're underrated because they got labeled classic and left in the past instead of being reintroduced as a playlist essential.
I did nothing to you. I just love you.
Real R&B heads keep this one like a secret handshake. And number one, if you ever danced to R&B, you felt this record, even if you didn't know the name.
Quick break. If you love music stories like this, check out our sponsor, The Lore Store on Amazon. It's like a special music collection with books, vinyl, gear, and culture picks for rock, pop, hip-hop, R&B, Afro music, and reggae. What I like is that it's not random stuff. Everything is picked on purpose, and there are some real hidden gems in there. And just so you know, when a good item sells out, it may not come back. The link is in the description, and if you shop through it, you're also supporting this channel.
Number one, Skyway, Call Me. This is dance floor R&B with feelings, funky, smooth, and confident. It's the song that turns a party into a moment because the groove is happy, but the hook is serious. Fact check. Call Me is a 1981 single by Brooklyn-based Skyway on South Soul, and it hit number one on Billboard's Black Singles R&B chart while also crossing over to the Hot 100. Fun fact, the song is credited to Randy Mueller, and that songwriting fingerprints the whole Skyway sound. They're underrated because people remember the dance, but forget the musicianship. Skyway wasn't just party music, they were a real band with a real pocket. This is deep cut gold, and if this list woke something up in you, trust me, we can go even deeper.